Parita, está cabrón. Tengo cuarto para gastarlo a diario, millonario. Yo tengo cuarto para gastarlo a diario, millonario. Yo tengo cuarto para gastarlo a diario. Yo soy el que le da nota a todos los capos y los sicarios, millonario. Tengo cuarto para gastarlo a diario, millonario. Yo tengo cuarto para gastarlo a diario, millonario. Yo tengo cuarto para gastarlo a diario. Yo soy el que le da nota a todos los capos y los sicarios, millonario, 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 millonario. Tengo cuarto para gastarlo a diario, millonario, 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 millonario. Yo soy el que le da nota a todos los capos y los sicarios, millonario.
All right, welcome back to the Everybody Hates You podcast. I'm your host, Jay Shuler, and today we have our guest, DJ Rubio. Introduce yourself, bro.
What's good? It's DJ Rubio. Everybody calls me Jesse. That's why all my friends call me and shit. If you want to be my friend, just call me Rubio.
What's good, man? It's been a long time since I've seen you, man.
It's been like some months. I haven't seen you since that one event at that mansion party.
Yep.
That party was lit. I ain't gonna cap. It was just us and a bunch of women. That's how I like it.
It really was, though. It was a good time.
It was awesome. I was good like, what is happening?
They had you DJing right near the water, and they had another DJ at near the pool. Mm-hmm. It was lit.
But there was another DJ too on the other neighbor had it, bro. It was like a festival. I was like, dude, this is like a festival, dude. Everybody's like switching around and shit, checking out all the other DJs' music.
It was good times. That was
awesome. Shout out to Evelyn and shit and Toxicas.
Yeah, Toxicas. Yeah, shout out.
No, they're doing good.
Yeah, that's good. That's what's up.
She working with Venice. Shout out Venice too. You know
what I'm saying? Yeah.
You know, I like them.
Man, so tell us a little about yourself. Where you from? How'd you get into DJing?
So my family's Mexican, right? But I was born in Miami, raised in Atlanta. You know, all over Georgia, really. Not like the outskirts, but like within like the perimeter. That's why I'm like, when I went to school, I guess I'm like, you know, you say Metro Atlanta area. Right. But I remember growing up when I didn't really like anything. I just played video games, right? And all of a sudden, like, family tore apart and stuff started happening in the life to where like I didn't have like the luxury of getting whatever I wanted when I wanted it. It was just like, you know, we ain't got it. Sorry, dog. But I was so spoiled as a kid. I guess I was like, you know, I guess the attitude still stuck with me to where like I want something I need it now. You know what I'm saying? I still am that way. I'm still a brat, dude. I'm trying to tell I was a brat. You know what I'm saying? I used to ask my sisters all day. They're like, nah, hell no. I used to beat them up because he want to shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, the way that I got into DJing and music in general, bro, like I love this story because like shout out to AT because he made it out the hood and shit. Because when I used to go to McNair High School, bro. I used to go to school and like on Key Road, right down. I used to live on Key Road down the street from the penitentiary, so it was hot up. It was hot up out there, and like I wouldn't really have any friends because, bro, I went from Harrison High School in Kennesaw, right, in a good family. You know, I was too like Mexican for the whites, and then I moved to this other area, and like now I'm too like white for the blacks. You know what I'm saying? Damn, yeah. So I could never fit in, no matter where I was, you know, living. So I wouldn't have much friends, really. I guess like you could say I still feel lame. I ain't gonna cap. When people talk about cool, I'd be like, man, that's lame as fuck. I'd rather be lame than cool. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to AT because for real, like AT is a real one. He used to just beatbox and rap all the time. We would walk down the street, smoke weed and shit, and he'd be like, pick it up for me. I'd be like, what do you mean, like? Like, I didn't know what he was talking about. And he was like, nah, start beatboxing. I was like, I don't know how to. He was like, you ain't never done it. How do you know? I'm like, you're right. So I just started doing it. And, like, you know, he'd rap over and I'd be like, high as a motherfucker. Just like, damn, we're going crazy. I'm like 14 at the time. And that summer, before this summer, I met my real dad on Facebook. He found us on Facebook, right? And
wait, this is when you're 14, that summer you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like before we moved to the hood, our real dad found me and my sisters on Facebook. Well, they found me first. As I guess me and my half brother, my brother Leo, he looked just like me. So they were like, yep, this him. Yeah, and found me on Facebook. And then I remember going there for vacation, right? And my mom had got to Mexico, right? My mom left to Mexico because, you know, she really had nowhere to go.
So she went back to Mexico.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it was just like, because I chose the streets, bro. I ain't gonna cap, dog.
He's trying to get to it.
I ain't gonna cap, man. I feel so bad for my mama now and shit. I'm finna give her the world and shit, but at the end of the day, like, nah, I did choose like a harder lifestyle because I was like, you know, a kid with like a destructive home, you know, like I didn't want to be home. I didn't really have friends. I was just always like in my mental and I'm also autistic, like a little bit, like what do they call it, Asperger's and shit. I got like not a psychologist, but what's the other one?
Psychiatrist.
A psychiatrist.
She diagnosed.
And she diagnosed me. Bro, I had like 7 like sit downs with her, and she's like, yeah. I took it in as like I'm like a little retarded,
but it helps you understand yourself a lot more.
Yeah,
when you
I
have
needed
that
that
diagnosis, you know what I mean?
That because I was really depressed. I was going through a breakup at this time, but aside that, you know, put that from the side. Like I remember when I was going on vacation, you know, going to school in Atlanta, and he lived, my real dad, he lives in North Carolina.
Okay.
We have the same name. His name is Juan Carlos Rubio, right? That's my name. And I remember I went over there for like 2 weeks, a little vacay. I think it was like fall break or some shit like that, right? And quickly, I don't know, I felt like a different person just because it was like at a different place. You know,
different environment.
Put a mask on and, you know, act like somebody else. So I guess I was just like, yeah, I'm from Atlanta. I'm cool. And bro, like during the daytimes, like I would play soccer with these random kids, and they were like, "Yeah, we're finna go to this hookah lounge. You want to come?" And I was like, "Shit, I don't know if I can go. I don't know if my dad's gonna let me. I don't even know him like that." You know what I'm saying? So I ended up sneaking out and going. If I didn't sneak out, I probably wouldn't have gotten into DJing as much as I did now, because it was the dude who was inviting me was one of the DJs. It was 2 DJs. It was DJ Anthrax, Brian, and then there's DJ De Leon. I don't know his name, but shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? Because like I was right behind them the whole time. I thought I was already into music, right? I already wanted to be a producer and stuff, right, at this time. But then I saw them DJing, and I was like, I want to do that.
And this is all at the age 14.
14, 15.
14, 15.
Yeah.
So prior to this experience, you knew you wanted to be involved in music.
Yeah,
you knew you wanted to produce it.
I was like a year in, per se, you know, because I literally had gotten like a HP from a pawn shop, shitty ass HP, man, and I had downloaded Fruity Loops, and I would just make beats and stuff like that, and I've always had it in me, like I have a good ear. I hear a song before it's popping, I'm like, that's it's gonna pop, like that dude 4 Bats. When 4 Bats came out, I was like, who is this guy? Why does he only have 1 song? You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know 4 Bats. I think I've seen like.
He signed to OVO now.
Word?
He got 3 songs out.
Oh, I know who you took. Are you talking about? He's like, he dresses different, like kind of.
He wears like a ski mask and like he does R&B, but he looks like.
Did he just drop a song
like the
where
music video doesn't
match
the
words? I knew the name. I just saw that video yesterday.
I seen his song like 3 months ago.
Oh, word?
And I was like, this guy's gonna come.
Yeah,
up.
it's true.
He got a call by Kanye West, dude. Like 2 weeks after I called it, and then now he signed at OVO. I'm like, dude, I know I have an ear.
That's wild.
You know what I'm saying? Like I just always have that like intuition to where like that sounds good.
So what happens when you go to the club that night? The hookah spot.
I thought I was gonna mingle. I thought I was gonna hang out. I thought I was gonna be like a cool kid, but I was just behind them watching them like this for like 4 hours. I didn't even drink. I get home, I get in trouble and shit or whatever, cause like my dad's pissed. He's like, how the fuck are you gonna fucking sneak out and you don't even live here? Like, yeah, you got a point there. Just cause, you know what I'm saying, I was a trouble child, you know when you have like it does something to kids, you know, when you have like a family shit going on, you know, they blame it on themselves, and you know the mental awareness is like a real thing, you know. Shit, I've wanted to die sometimes.
How did getting into the music help with those feelings that you were feeling, especially during that time as a teenager? I feel like
she gives me hope, bro.
Yeah,
no cap. Like, I mean, there's so many times that I've been like in the streets, like homeless, like walking down the streets just with my backpack, my turntables, and like a pillow, just because I'm gonna go to an abandoned house to sleep at. And I'd be like, it's all good. You know, I would look up in the sky and I'll talk to God, and I'd be like, man, I could be like, why me? Like, why? But I know why, you know?
Yeah.
And like, cause I could do it, and like I want to inspire others to do this shit, you know? Like that's why I want to be famous. I don't want to be famous because I hate the attention, bro.
Attention sucks.
You know, I don't cap. Like I do want to live peacefully and stuff like that, but I have like responsibility on my like I have like I have a lot of food on my plate. You know what I'm saying? Whatever that saying is, like it's a lot of pressure sometimes because I gotta carry myself this way and that way and make sure I don't say dumb shit. But I don't care what people think or say. It's just, you know, bro. I'm over here. I'm over here. You know, like play that club Oasis. You know how they close it down.
Yeah.
The strip club and shit. Rest in peace. But see, I just land myself into places, bro. Shit just lands on my lap, bro. So like, my friend's car broke down, right? And we're supposed to go home, but you know, car broke down, and we didn't have enough money on the Uber. You know what I'm saying? We just carried cash and shit, so we just had enough to get to where Oasis was, where his stepdad is A-Town Mike, and he's like the host at Blue Flame. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, oh, that's what's up, cool. Like I didn't really like kiss his ass for it or anything like that. I was just like, cool, you know, that's what's up. That's just shit that happens to me, you know.
But that's from working though. You work hard and you put yourself in those situations at the right time, and then you have the experience because you put in the work to capitalize on those moments. So it's all part of the plan and keeping faith, bro. Especially when shit looks dire, and realizing like it's not a woe is me, but I'm given this challenge because I can handle it. Yeah. And there's other people that are going through worse shit. Yeah. So if I can handle this and get through this and be an example for other people, it's worth it.
I'm out here eating, man. There's people that don't eat, dog.
Exactly. That part, man.
Like, man, I got like phones, I got like laptops, there's no reason why I can't like make it. I got like resources, I have people take care of me. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no reason why you should be like in America struggling and asking for like 5 cents. You know, that means you got problems.
I do think about that sometimes when I see people in their situation and they're in the streets. I'm just like, how did you get to this point? I hate to see anyone like that, but I'm just like, how did you get to that point? How'd you let it get that bad? And sometimes the circumstances are just crazy.
Sometimes it's not your fault.
Yeah.
It could be a tornado that messed your house up. It could be the government. I don't know.
It could be so many things. It's so crazy.
But, you know.
But, so, you have that experience, and then you pick up DJing. So how'd you break into DJing in the Atlanta scene?
So, I ended up graduating school in North Carolina because my tia didn't like me. Like, I love her, but we don't like each other. You know what I'm saying?
It'd be like that.
I mean, I'm gonna be real. You know, I love her, but I can't stand her. You know, so, you know, because I smoke a lot of weed and she didn't like that. You know, so she was just like, you should just move in with your dad or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, I should. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up moving in with him, and you know, I don't know how, bro. If I stayed in North Carolina, I could have been like big North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't feel like it was enough because I guess at that time NC wasn't as popping as it is now.
No.
ATL, I mean, and it still is not as popping as ATL.
No.
You know, you got restaurants over here that look like clubs.
Yeah.
That are restaurants.
Yeah. North Carolina, they have like cities in North Carolina.
Yeah, like Durham, Raleigh, and
Asheville. Yeah. But it's, you know.
But I remember when I was 16, I had like my first club event. 16. It was like 500 people.
500 people.
I was DJing on a tablet, dude, a Surface Pro 2. Killing it. This one like round of applause, baby, make that ass clap.
On a Surface Plus 2?
That's on wild. DJing, the edging, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Everybody was like, what? Who's this kid?
That's fucking hilarious. So you remember Round of Applause? What was the first song you dropped? That the crowd went crazy. That you really
Donald Glover.
Which one was Doug? It? So you dropped that and the crowd went crazy?
This is when it just came out. Because I'm from Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? So I already heard like Future. I already heard all them. I already heard like, it was like Future and 2 Chainz was like, bro, back in like 2010, 11, like.
That was a good time for music too.
For real. There's a lot of generational outbreaks, you know, the music and like the sounds like Young Thug created. He made that. You know what I'm saying? Thugger made sounds that no one's ever made before.
See, everyone always to me when Young Thug came out, and I'm from Jersey, so I'm a big Wayne fan. But to me, he was jocking Wayne so much.
You think so?
I think so. Because there was even that little beat
That's
between
true, 'cause it was
them.
a little high pitched kind of thing than the auto tune.
But
Thugger would do it differently.
I will say Thugger definitely has his own style, though. Definitely. But I think he would even, during that time, say that Wayne was a big influence.
Yeah.
But he definitely does have his own lane. You can, his voice is very unique. And some of the things that he does, I understand. I didn't understand the love for Young Thug until I got down here and started living here. Then I'm like, okay, I understand it.
There's some real hood shit be going on out here, bro.
It really did.
It's some it's like, okay, so I remember back in like 2000, like, I came back in like 2015, and all the clubs still cared if you had like ripped holes and stuff. And, bro, now they don't tell you shit, because like now you can have like whatever kind of clothes and just wrecks.
Word?
You know what I'm saying? Back then it was so much dress code.
It was a lot of dress code.
And now it's not as much dress code as like ghetto cap.
That's crazy.
Yeah, nah, shit. I mean, especially me. I now I'm kind of popping, so people just like, yeah. I'm like, cool.
So how does that feel? Your first time? They call it controlling the crowd when you're a DJ. What did that feel like when you're like, oh, I got it. I know how to move people with my music and keep them in tune the entire time.
It's like when you turn the volume down and you don't have to hear the music in order to hear the music, and people do it for you. That's when you know. You know what I'm saying? Turn it up, turn it down, turn it up, leave it on off for like 5 seconds, and 5. You count the beats. You know what I'm saying? Like you count like the beats per second, like the boom, 2, 3, boom, drop. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I just got so used to it, bro. But when I go to sleep, I hum. I don't snore. I just got music in my head all the time.
It's just natural. It just comes natural. Just being able to drop it, cut it out when you need to. All of
Bro,
it. Just...
I can literally go like this and like I'm like thinking about what song I'm playing. I hear a song and I'm like, this song will go good with it, you know?
So you're mixing in the moment. You're not. You don't have you might have not even a list of like, oh, maybe you just fill the crowd and just.
Bro, I freestyle all the time. Well, maybe some of the songs would be like intro, outro. You know what I'm saying? Where it'd be like kind of like instrumental for like the intro of the song, and then it'll like break into like the hook. You know what I'm saying? Like there's DJ pools. You know what DJ pool is? DJ pool is where you can just download pre-mixed songs in order for you to blend better.
Okay.
But I didn't start using that until like the end of last year. I've been DJing like off the dome my whole life.
So you.
For real.
So that's how you started,
bro. I used to not even care about the BPM. When I'm
so
telling you,
said you started just being like, I'm just gonna fucking feel it. I don't, and that didn't scare you at all. You're just like, fuck it, I'm just going in.
Like, I don't know what to do, but I'm gonna do it. Seriously, like sometimes
bro, that's wild.
You don't understand like how you're gonna get somewhere. You just know you're gonna get there. You know?
That's impressive.
I'm telling you,
absolutely wild.
Yeah, I just want to. I'm telling you, that's what the good like perspective of like a spoiled like, you know, mindset is. Like, yeah, it is kind of bad because it seems ungrateful, but no, I just need it now. Sorry.
So, who are some of your musical influences? DJs or just music in general?
I mean, I love Kanye West. I ain't gonna cap. I supported him during like the Taylor Swift and like all that. I don't care what people think. Like, he's a genius. Who else would I really listen to? I remember when I was young, when I was like real young, I really liked this guy called the SPM. I don't know if you know who SPM is. And he's locked up, and he's been locked up forever now.
Damn, what did he do?
He got a 16-year-old pregnant, and he was like 30-something.
Oh,
that'll do
it.
But his music was fire. You know what I'm saying? Like, I separate the music from the artist. You know what I'm saying?
Do you really do? Okay, because you said with Kanye, it's very hard.
Can't do that with R. Kelly though.
See, my thing is we can't pick and choose.
I feel like it's so close to where you can play R. Kelly now.
Only because with Kanye, it's like some of his music was political in some ways, and to me, pro-black, underdog that I can't get with him and the Trump shit. Then
Trump helped me out a lot.
How did Trump help you out?
He gave me money.
What money did he give you?
A lot. He gave me like checks every week
for the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
But you realize that
that was the shit before, right?
But the COVID pandemic.
Yeah.
You realize though that wouldn't have even happened
if he would have.
Yeah.
That was cool though. I was in the streets already, bro. I was already homeless, and then everybody else went homeless, and I was like, shit, welcome to the team.
But that's the reason why everything's inflated, because we had to give so much money to people.
Trump made me feel better about myself.
How did Trump make you feel better about yourself?
Because he's an idiot.
but idiots shouldn't be the president of the United States.
I don't think Biden should either.
Oh, I don't think. But this is my thing, though. If we're gonna say we're looking for something different, I feel like
we need a Mexican.
it's like Biden and Trump are bad. So
Hillary
why are we
Clinton.
not looking to someone new? We don't have an independent party.
Hillary Clinton. I mean, bro, like, what's his name? Sanders.
Bernie Sanders.
I loved him. I want to hug him.
I loved him too.
Is he dead yet?
No, he was at
Isn't he older than fucking?
He's old as shit.
He's
That's
older
why,
than Biden, right?
Yeah, a lot of these motherfuckers are old. Like I help organize for people to vote, nonpartisan and everything. Mm-hmm. And what I realize is that a lot of people in these parties are old as shit, bro. There's not a lot of young people involved, so that's why it looks the way it looks.
I think you got to be like 35.
You gotta just be 30 to be the president, but you can be a councilman. You can be a
you can be a businessman. You could be a lawyer.
You can get the youth can get involved.
You just gotta have people behind you supporting you and basically like putting your name out there.
But that's why
you're basically an artist that's about to get signed by the government.
Literally, but that's what I think is great about guys, artists like you, who are pushing the envelope and getting noticed and getting. It's the same thing with politics. It literally is the same thing. You get someone to endorse you, you get someone to fund you, and all of your ideas, and then
now
the issues that you have.
Lit.
No, but then artists are puppets too, because the labels base what you're dropping on analytics, on what's popping.
Yeah, they're basically paying a writer and a producer to basically make you hit songs for the little white girls to buy.
So I'm just saying, I wish more people looked at the way they look like they can get into music. Same as politics. Yeah, bro. Because if you look at what they're doing, it's a bunch of old people that don't look like us that represent any of us.
Yeah, they don't know what they're talking about.
They don't know, because they don't, just like you're talking about.
Different generation.
Different generation.
Like
they don't know what the struggle of paying rent is, because they all own houses. They're all the shit. They're just far removed from it. So, but anyways, you said SPM, and then who else? Musical influences.
Bro, I listened to what's that song? What's that album by Drake? Something about the same. It was never the same, or if you're reading this, nothing was the same. Nothing was the same, bro. That
was a good album.
That album made me cry a lot. I ain't gonna cap. It did. It really did. All of those songs really like hit. Man, when I was young though, bro, like it was like I liked 50 Cent, I liked Eminem, I liked bro, one of my first albums was Straight Outta Memphis, the 3 6 Mafia.
I love that.
Metallica, I listened to a lot of rock too. I listened to like a lot of reggaeton. Cumbia Kings, they were the shit too. I don't even know what happened to them. I remember this little dude named Pee Wee. He was the little dude in the crew that used to get all the hoes. I fucked with Daddy Yankee, of course, Don Omar, Aventura. I don't know. I like the song, bro.
You didn't listen to Tego?
I wasn't really like the. I like the cool stuff, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Like cool stuff.
Tego wasn't cool.
The urban. You know what I'm saying? I like that stuff. I don't like the. I mean, now I know how to dance and stuff. Like I used to not know how to dance, but now I know how to dance and stuff. Being around the industry and shit.
You said too many things. First of all, I feel like R. Kelly is it's almost okay to listen to R. Kelly. So I had to say that, because I every now and then I'm kind of like,
I want to play,
but it's hard for me to do it. But I'm like, we getting to a point where I gotta listen to some R. Kelly. He's one of the best songwriters ever.
You get booed. They will boo you.
Then what did you just say? You just said something else, and I'm like, wait, hold on. R. Kelly, and then you said you couldn't dance. You learned how to dance. You had to have rhythm. You even said you weren't counting the BPM. You had to have rhythm.
Well, I mean, I like hip hop a lot. I like that urban stuff. I like I don't know. I and even though I didn't really like necessarily grow up in the streets, I like led there. I was like led there because of the circumstances. I think that's my assistant. But in the end of the day, it's so wild how the fuck like shit really did happen. Because now I listen to almost every genre. It's like I'm not tired. It's like so much in my head. That's why it's like, bro, my hard drive has like I think like 60,000 songs in it.
God damn.
And I don't even know a quarter of them. I mean,
So
I'm gonna be real with you.
who's a DJ that you've seen live that you've been like, like when you, especially like first starting out, or even now at this point in your career where you're just like
DJs I know or DJs that like any DJ.
and even DJs that you know that and just inspired that you go, damn, that I gotta get better. I like someone that makes you go, I gotta get better.
Shout out to DJ Aladdin because that motherfucker go crazy. That's my dog. I ain't gonna cap, and he's such a great person. Like,
Oh yeah.
I ain't gonna cap. Like DJ, when I met DJ Aladdin, I was like, you're amazing. And you know, he told me the same thing. He was like, bro, you're gonna be one of the hottest Latin DJs, and like you are. And I'm like, thanks. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what's up. You know, this is before I even got like a little deal signed, and this is before me like, you know, branching out to other places. Bro, I remember when I stopped my last job, like, you know, as a server at a bar. Shout out to Northern River Tavern. I remember like me freaking out. I was like, dude, I need to pay rent. Like, I just started making phone calls. Like, yo, I need DJ gigs, you know, because I was already DJing kind of regularly at some spots. But DJ Johnny, shout out to DJ Johnny Styles, he put me on Babylon Cafe, and then from there, it kind of just.
That's what's up, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, bro, it's so much that happened in like a year and a half.
Just all that quick?
Well, I've been DJing for a long time, but like I had stopped DJing too. Like, bro, I was already like busy like in 2018, 19, before coronavirus. I was already busy. I was like full-time DJing, but it was at like bars and small clubs, you know?
Okay.
But I mean, I'd get paid good, but my name wasn't moving as much as it is now, you know? Because being in the city, you know, that's where people really take you serious. And I didn't know anything about social media. That thing helped a lot too.
So are you able to make a living now solely just from your music? Dude, congratulations. That's the goal. Congratulations, bro. That's what's up.
Yeah, it was like, I mean, I've done it before, but this time it's like the way that I want it, you know?
Yes.
With the recognition and like my flowers and, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel great, you know what I'm saying? Like,
That's the fuckers
shout
up.
out Bad Motion, shout out
Yeah,
Skizzy and shit. Goddamn, they gifted me this chain, and like I couldn't even believe it. I was like, you know, I signed a little deal with them. It's, you know, cool little deal, promotional and independent contract. Is you know, is good for both of us. And at the end of the day, I'm still free agent. And they gifted me this out of their own heart. And I was like, you have to do this, bro. What are you doing?
You humble dude. He said, what are you doing?
Yeah, man. Like, I bet. I mean, now, I mean, I don't fucking get it, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? People look at me differently now. They don't even look at me in the eyes anymore. You know what I'm saying? I'm literally talking to the other DJs, and they're just like, yeah, really? Cool. Like, yeah, dog, for real. It's, look at me in the eyes, and then not my... This is nothing, dude. I mean, the thought of it means more to me than the actual price.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's more valuable to me that way. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, but like, I can't even believe this shit costs as much as it did. Like this? I mean, it looks cool, it looks great, but damn, like, I'm buying something else for real.
But you can appreciate
I appreciate the thought, the matter,
but you're like, I don't need. I'm just doing what I love,
bro. Like, and then people like in the industry as well, they take me more serious now.
That's good though.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. That's what ends up happening because you're getting respected by people, so they're vouching for you. So now you get in certain rooms and you don't have to prove yourself. Yeah,
people eat with their eyes. This is one of my quotes. It's not what the eye see, it's what I see, right? Do I take this call? It's my assistant. He's out here.
Definitely take the call.
Take the pause or some shit.
Yeah, we can take a break. We can go right to a break real quick. Does social media help you with getting word of mouth out about you?
That's where I get most of my money, bro.
That's what's up.
I ain't gonna cap. Yeah, cause for instance, like I'm through some jewels. If you are an influencer, or if you want to be an influencer, you have to fuck with other influencers. You have to follow them because not only like are they gonna fuck with you back, but like other people that fuck with them are gonna see that they follow you, and that's just like credit. Like, oh, he knows this person, and he knows that person. I'm following this person too. Okay, cool. He must be cool. I'm gonna follow him, and then most likely you follow him back because you see that he follows that person that you know, and the other person that you know. You know what I'm saying? So it should be, especially in Atlanta. I don't know if it's like small in the city of Atlanta, but the club scene is. I see the same people almost every day.
Word? Mm-hmm. That's kind of surprising.
I mean,
but that's how it be though.
It is. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm pretty sure New York is different.
I don't even know what the club scene's like in New York City.
I'm pretty sure in Japan you can't even tell who's who.
Wow.
That's fucked up.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? That's one of my goals is to DJ in Japan. Once I go to Japan,
That you feel like is a wrap.
I feel like I could take a year off and focus on acting.
But you can get acting?
I would love to. I would love to be an actor. I would love to do comedy and voiceovers. You know, I could sound like this, and you know what I'm saying? Like,
what's your long-term career goal? Is that it?
an entertainment company.
Entertainment company?
Because I want to gain attention of the world. You know, sometimes people don't like hip hop. Sometimes people don't go to the club. Sometimes people don't even watch movies. Sometimes they read books. And I want to get to those people's attention so that I can be like, do something with you know what I'm saying? Do what you love, as long as you don't hurt nobody or yourself. You know what I'm saying?
I love that, bro.
Yeah, man, because I didn't give a fuck. I didn't care. I was like, I need this. I was like, Mom, I don't care. I was like, I need to do it. She's like, you need to get a job. I was like, no, I don't.
But you knew what you wanted to do, and you knew that I'm gonna do everything I have to do in order to be successful at it.
Bro, my tia, the first turntables that I brought, bro. So my tia gave me money to buy, like, this is when my mom was already in Mexico. And my tia gave me money to buy shoes and a haircut, right? I came back from North Carolina. Right? Before I left North Carolina, I had bought some turntables, little $250 Newmark turntables, right? My tia was so pissed. She was like, I thought you were going to come back with shoes. You come out with this? What is this? Like, you don't even know how to use it.
Wait, hold on. So on that same trip that you snuck out the house to go to the hookah,
I bought some. I did it.
So within 2 weeks,
Yes.
you knew you wanted to be a producer, but you went to North Carolina, see your dad, hang out with him for the first time, go to the show, and then you immediately come back with
I was a
turntables.
bad motherfucker, dog. I'm trying to tell you, dog. You gotta listen. But my dad was mad. She was like, and like her brother-in-law, Brisco and shit, like that crazy motherfucker. He was like, man, you just wasted your money. I was like, man, that haircut would have lasted me 2 weeks, and I'm still growing. My feet are still growing, so those shoes are gonna last me like half a year. This is gonna make me millions of dollars, like for the rest of my life, like. And when I do make it there, I'm gonna remind you of this day, and I'm gonna show you how miserable your kids are, and I'm gonna be happy because I'm gonna do what I want, and your kids are not gonna do what they want.
How did that feel though for the closest people to you, your family, to feel like they didn't have faith in what you?
I don't give a shit. I really didn't care because I was always so hard headed, bro. You know what I'm saying? My mom always tells me this story of my first steps. She said that I was like 9 months or 10 months, and she said that like I was looking at something. I was just looking at something. She's like, what? I guess she said that she didn't want to get my attention, so I get distracted. And she just wanted to see what I was gonna do. So I like sit up. I would sit up, and I would look at something, and I would get up like this. She said I got up like this, and I just ran for it. Those were my first steps. I stopped and I picked up this like car. It was like a toy car, and I was like, and I looked at my mom. I was like, and I got it, right? I didn't care. I went for it. I wasn't scared. I was always like that.
So your first steps, you ran.
Mm-hmm. Isn't that wild? But I didn't start talking until I was like 6 or 5.
What?
Yeah. For real. My mom would be like, you used to just be like.
Do you have a memory of that?
My first memories, I have like 3 vague ones, but one was like in preschool when I was running away from the teacher. One was when I was like, I dug my hand in the trash can and I had cut myself. I still have the scar. I was like 3, and I have 2 other memories that I vaguely remember, and it had to do with music, right? And like I'm telling you, like I'm not verbal, right? I'm like 5 years old, and I'm like listening to this one song, and it sounds sad as shit. It's called El Último Beso. It means the last kiss, right? It's like a Spanish version of the song from Elvis Presley.
Okay.
And I don't know what it was. I didn't know what the song was saying, but I remember it was like really, like the rain was hitting hard, and I was in the car. I was in the truck with my dad, my stepdad, and he raised me. And he had went inside this apartment complex to do something. I don't know what he was doing. I think he was like dropping off a check and drinking a beer. while I'm in the car. It's pouring down rain, and I'm hearing this depressing ass song, and I'm like crying my ass off. I'm like, why? Like, I didn't even know what the song was saying. I just like felt it. You know what I'm saying? The other time, this one's more interesting. So I was like in the back seat, right? One sister, my other sister, dad, mom in front, and it's I think it's a song by Selena. You know Selena, the old Selena, the finer one. They're both fine, but this one's like finer. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I remember I was like, I closed my eyes and I was like lip syncing. I was like, I don't know, I didn't know the words, but I remember clearly like visioning like me on a stage with thousands of people watching me, and all of a sudden I just like open my eyes, and then my family's just like looking at me, and we're on a red light, and I'm like, like shy, bro. I was shy. You know, I still am. Don't get me wrong. Like, I still don't like mingling and stuff like that because I don't be knowing what to say.
Most artists are shy. Is what I seem to find. There's a lot that are not. How do you combat that when you're going, especially you're playing venues or clubs that there's people everywhere? Are you just stay focused in on what the task is at hand?
I mean, there's like tunnel vision. I be having tunnel vision. I ain't gonna cap. You know, sometimes I be I let the negativity out of my head. Like, maybe like you could think that this person could be like a bad person or something, right? So you're just kind of like watching them or something like that. And I'll let that go. You know what I'm saying? Like, let security handle that or whatever. You know, I don't know. I don't be thinking about that type of stuff. I'll be in my head about other things. I'm like, yo, this song's fire. You know what I'm saying? Or he mixed it well. Like, I don't know. I'm listening to the music and I'm looking at butts and stuff, boobies.
How do you feel about the state of the music industry?
I feel like it's perfect right now the way it is, because like now there's like way more availability to what you want, you know, because there's so many different types of wants and needs from people. So now you can just look it up, not even a button, just a screen. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to hear this, you can get that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When it comes to the DJ, certain times, like, you know, you want them to play other stuff, but they're gonna be like, oh, I don't do that. Like, me, I'll be like, I got you, bro. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta tip me, just if you want to. For real. That's a lot of the reasons why Bag Motion signed me, because I remember they come up to me and they was like, how much charges to play a song? I was like, nothing. If you want, like, I don't care. I just want to hear it. The fire, bro. Bag Motion's fire. Skeezy's fire. they're great. Go stream Wells Fargo and U.S. Treasury on YouTube. New music videos that we just dropped.
So who turns up more at parties when it comes to ethnicity? It's the Latino crowd, black crowd, white crowd. Who's turning up more? Who are you having the greatest time with?
It's like, okay, black. I ain't gonna cap, bro.
Really?
Yes.
I'm surprised. But beating out Latinos.
I mean, bro, yeah, don't get me wrong. They be turned up too. I done seen some crazy ass shit going on, goddamn Latino parties and shit. But I'm telling you, like, it'd be the black parties where like they get ratchet in Atlanta. I love that shit. They're the freaking stereos. You know what I'm saying?
It's different out here.
I can leave it to them, and then I don't even have to play the music no more.
The clubs out here are different. From New York back home, the clubs is a whole different vibe. The way the sound systems are nuts out here.
It also depends on the white people party. You know what I'm saying? Because you can have that dubstep type of thing going on. You have the techno. You know what I'm saying? It's different from house. Bro. You can have the old people turn up to like, bam. I'm telling you, man. Like, I've seen like an 80-year-old man getting it, like, for real. Man, I was killing it. I was jealous.
What's the oldie song that you go to every time that you know can hit across the board?
I think special. I really like.
Word that hits across the board.
I love it. I'll mix it with with Miss Officer and people. Miss Officer.
I know. No, I'm trying to hear it. Oh, all right. This is a random question. What was the last show you binged?
The last TV show?
Yeah.
It was some anime. I mean, I just finished One Piece.
The live action?
No, like the actual one.
And
yeah, it took like 15 years. I ain't gonna cap. That felt like
you binge
it
watch?
felt like a job because sometimes I'd have to rewatch an episode because I didn't know what happened.
You binge watch that? The whole thing?
My whole life.
Oh, your whole life. Okay, that makes sense. That's valid.
I mean, bro, it's
That's valid.
1,000 and something episodes, bro. Who the fuck is gonna binge watch that in a month? You can't do that.
My whole life.
Yeah.
I binge watch One Piece. My whole life.
Yeah, but you know, I don't really watch TV like that. I mean, I watch anime. I don't really consider that like what TV is nowadays, because you know what the mass majority of people in America and entertainment watch. I listen to music. I smoke weed. I like my dog. I like friends. I like hanging out, making music, DJing. Bro, I'm boring, bro. I'm boring as fuck. I'm like when I'm like talking to somebody or doing something, I'm like, sorry, dog. I don't know what you expected, but I'm lame as hell. I'd rather be lame than cool, though.
What's your favorite strain of weed to smoke? You like indica, sativas?
I like sativas. I like shit that's going to get my mind running and stuff. You know, when I smoke weed and I go to sleep, I'm like, damn it. I just wasted my money.
So I'll wrap it up here. What can we expect from you in the near future and in the future?
Tour. I'm thinking tour. Will probably be summer. You know what I'm saying? Bag Motion is gonna like hook it up. You know, this what was known as Oasis. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Poppy Cologne. You know what I'm saying? Shout out A-Town Mike. You know, we got some shit going on over there. We gotta get some deals signed up. I'm telling you, bro. About to have some percentages, boy.
You got any any dream festivals you'd like to play?
At where? What?
Like in the summer, like any dream festivals. You know, I don't want to say them like the mainstream ones like Coachella, but like, you know.
Last year they had the first reggaeton festival in Atlanta. It was Pum Pum Fest. I don't know if you heard of it, but that was like our first like reggaeton festival in Atlanta. And hopefully they put me on this year. Hopefully, you know. Now I've got like people know me, people fuck with me, people, you know, there's no if, ands, or buts. Like I'm fine. Like I mean, that's how everybody should feel.
Yes.
You know, I feel like the main character of my story, and not saying that I'm better than you, just I feel better than ever. So you feel like that too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying I'm better than you. I'm just better. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. You should feel like that too. I'll be like, hell yeah, you are.
Hell yeah, everybody should feel that way. I
Yeah.
fuck with that. Any last thing you want to say to the people out there listening, people that might look up to you, people that might fuck with you, that's happy to see you, your trajectory and where you're going and headed?
I'm trying to inspire the world. That's what I'm trying to do. I ain't really trying to do this for all like the glamour shit or none of that. Like, I could do all that without this career. Like, people are like, oh, you do this for the drugs, the women. I could do that without this shit. I was doing that shit before. Come on, now I'm tired of it. You know what I'm saying? You know, I want to own a farm when I'm like 80, and I want to like be one of my biggest goals after owning this entertainment company is being a motivational speaker. Being like 80 years old and being like, yo, I remember when I was goddamn shit. I don't even know, but I'll do this and that and this. You could do it too. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
I'm telling you, you just gotta listen.
All right, y'all. That's episode 401 of the Everybody Hates Shoe podcast with DJ Rubio. Thanks for coming through, man. I appreciate you, man. You're a good time, man. I hope more people tune in and check this man out. He's playing tonight. He's playing every weekend all over Atlanta. Yeah,
a lot of places. You know what I'm saying? Follow me on Instagrams at Jesse Rubio Music, JESSERUBIO Music.
Hell yeah, we out. Tune in.
Everybody hates you, everybody not you. Some people lack integrity, some of them look like you. See they reflection in your eyes, some people run when they can't hide.